If we want to be free, there's one quality that we must have about ourselves. So we're going to talk about this today. So this quality that we're going to look at today inside of ourselves must be cultivated. Otherwise, we aren't truly ever going to be able to find that center inside of ourselves. And so let's talk about this. But before we do, I want to introduce you down below to some of the free offerings that we have on this channel. There's a free introduction to Hatha Yoga, a free breathing practice that you're more than welcome to sign up for, a free community on Discord or Facebook, and also there's a 6-month immersion training. This is for the type of person who's ready to take the next step on their journey. It's a systematic process, this freedom journey, and we have to do it step by step by step. And if you're lacking foundation in your journey and just want something like that, then this is going to be the best thing for you. It's available to apply down below for free, but the course itself isn't free. Now, the one thing we're looking at today is humility. So what does humility mean? Well, sometimes it means to not think of ourselves too highly. Now, we want to just contrast this with negative ego, right? Because sometimes ego will say that we're inferior to other people or something like this, and this is not what we're looking at. We're not looking to play into inferiority here. We're also not looking to play into superiority. We're looking at the balance point in between, and it's saying, look, there's other people in this life that can see more than me, that have more experience than me, and that might have a better way for me to do this life. And humility really can only come about, in one aspect, from my experience of life, through pain. Otherwise we don't begin to develop certain qualities inside of ourselves, isn't it? Like humility. We have to have got this life so wrong, and trust me, this life's been one big screw up for me until about 5 years ago when I met my teacher and came on this path. And so we have to develop an ounce of humility which says, okay, I'm open. I'm open to growing in this life. I'm open and naturally ready to hear and listen to new perspectives, rather than be defensive and try and defend my own perspectives, and even when my own perspectives are causing me pain. You see, ego is very self-righteous, isn't it? And it has this demand or this need to be right. And why and sometimes it can be very expectant of life, isn't it? And so why is this? Well, it's a subtle form of protection, isn't it? It's, in a way, why is it so expectant from life to bring it things or whatever? Well, because then if it doesn't get things brought to it, it can have the excuse of blame towards life, and therefore we don't have to accept our own failures, isn't it? We can blame life, and so we can see how this is a subtle protection. But it's arrogance, isn't it? You know, we're here in this life, none of us know why, but it's a gift. It's a phenomena, isn't it? And in this sense, we have, no right to be self-righteous, no right to be expectant. In some ways, though, we can say that life is taking care of us always, and everything is always working out for us, and that's true. It is. But it may not work out in the ways that we're expecting, or the ways that our ego have built up this self-expectancy about it. I must tell you a personal story a little bit, because this is my first video back since a really quite bad motorway car accident. We were passengers in an accident, and honestly, looking back at some of the photos that were shared with me of the car afterwards, We were very, very lucky to get out of that crash. Of course, my body's all bruised and butchered, and I'm on lots of drugs, pain medication, of course, not anything else. And so, having an experience, moving through an experience like that, will completely, in a way, humble the ego. Why? Because, see, the gift of life is that you're here. I've been crying a lot because I just walked on the beach a couple of days ago and broke down into tears. Why? Because I'm lucky enough to still be able to do this. See, we think our abundance is in money. We think our abundance is in the love life or the career. No. Your abundance is your life. And so when we move through experiences of pain, what is it doing? It's cultivating humility. See, we came to this existence with nothing. And in that sense, everything that we gain then is a plus, is profit. But we can't take it with us. And when we get so involved in our profit, we become self-righteous and over the top, isn't it, and arrogant. And so just a simple reminder then that abundance is not in things, it's in you, it's in your life. And I suppose in a way this is kind of the message today. Enjoy your life, yes, create goals and all of this, but enjoy the process too. Because one day this process of life, at least in this body, will stop. And if we miss the true experience of life on the internal world, then we'll have missed chasing outside goals, then we'll have missed the point. Enjoy the process. Stay humble. Keep that humility. Stay open to new possibilities. I love you lots. Namaste.